What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to Gossip Gems TV. But before we get into this hot piping tea, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. So we are going to get right into this drama, y'all. The reality star Joseline Hernandez, known from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, as well as Joseline's Cabaret on the Zeus Network, has came out recently and exposed the CEO of Zeus Network, Lemmy Plummer, regarding his abuse to women, all of his cast members, him threatening cast members and people on the Zeus Network, as well as paying people to beat up cast members. Joseline Hernandez has came to Instagram Live to voice her concern and feeling unsafe regarding Lemmy Plummer. Here's a look at this quick video.
He waited until I was pregnant to make threats. He waited until I was pregnant to text my phone about taking my streaming network down. Lemmy Plummer, I'm not saying nothing that is not truth. Everything that I'm saying is truth. You are a predator. You get men and women to beat up people and you pay them. You're a mobster. And I'm fearing for my life. And I'm going live just in case I get my car shot up in Miami, where I'm at. Because I'm in Miami, and I know you be in Miami all the time. And every time you come to Miami, you fuck with me. And you didn't think I would let the world know how you being acting like a fucking predator while I'm pregnant. You want to go online and put this fake face on. You want to go online and act like you this good guy. You're not a good person, Lemmy. You're not a good person. You're not a good person, and it's going to come to light. It's going to come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you beat up those baddies? How many times have you paid these people off for them not to take you to court? You're not going to get away with it, Lemmy. You can't go around harassing people, sending death threat to people, and then going online and saying, oh, they just telling lies to me. How many women are going to say the same thing about you and nobody's going to believe them? How many women, how many young ladies got to go online, Lemmy Plummer, to talk about surviving Zeus Network and surviving the predator, Lemmy Plummer? How many young women? Who's got to get killed? Who's got to get killed? Is it going to have to be me? So you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby, Lemmy Plummer? So now you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby? Now you're going to kill me.
So if you guys are confused by this video that Joseline posted on her Instagram Live, she is discussing, basically, she is creating a platform where she will be opening the platform to exposing the dark secrets of the CEO of Zeus and her experiences with Lemmy Plummer. So, the reason why she said on her live anything that she will be stating is not a lie, and that I guess Lemmy is either trying to threaten or sue her, is because of this alleged app or whatever she is creating in the near future, and basically has been promoting Surviving Lemmy on TikTok. So this is where all this drama is stemming from. So anyone who does not know the backstory of the Zeus Network itself, the Zeus Network was originally owned by Destorm Powers, King Bach, and Amanda Kearney. And allegedly this app was actually a Christian app. I don't have much information on how true that is, but this was originally allegedly a Christian app, but eventually it got into the hands of Lemmy, Destorm Powers, King Bach, and Amanda Kearney. My apologies, Amanda's last name is pronounced Cerny, so I want to get that correct. But anyways, I actually want to play a clip from Destorm Powers' YouTube page a few years back where he actually exposed and broke down the situation between him, Lemmy, King Bach, and Amanda, and what really happened within the Zeus Network.
Column is up on X spewing lies, but let me tell you something. Never trust tweets, only trust receipts. I'm about to break down for you the entire situation when it comes to Zeus ownership. I get a call from a good friend of mine, Lamorne Morris. Congrats on your Emmy, by the way, my brother. Lamorne tells me that he has a colleague named Lemmy Plummer who wants to meet with me about starting a social network. His pitch was he wanted to start a black Netflix for influencers and call it the Social Network, which was already a Facebook movie, by the way. He offered me a good amount of equity in the company and said he was going to look out for Lamorne for connecting us. He never looked out for Lamont. Now, at the time, I had the biggest series on the internet called the Caught series.
Wait, baby, don't do that, no.
At over 500 million views, it was nominated for an Emmy, 4 Streamies, winning 2. Then Lemmy asked me, are there any other influencers I could bring on as partners because we needed some heavy hitters in social media for this thing to work. I said, how about I reach out to another longtime friend of mine, King Batch. He had the numbers. Lemmy agreed. Batch agreed to join. Lemmy said we need one more partner, some diversity. So Batch reached out to Jake Paul, but Jake was working on another project and said, I'll at least give y'all an episode on round 1.
Welcome to the Taj Mahal.
Then Batch said, what about another good friend of ours, Amanda Cerny? She was getting millions of views, making millions of dollars off of brand deals. We all agreed. Now at this point, I broke down my equity so myself, Batch, and Amanda could have even equity across the board, and we all became co-founders.
I met with Destorm, King Batch, and Amanda Cerny, who were pretty big influencers.
Yes.
And we ended up, I brought them on board.
Lemmy was supposed to be behind the scenes as the CEO, and the 3 of us were to be the face of the network, myself as the president. In the coming weeks, we started a group chat, and the founders came up with a new name for the social network. Some of the names was trash. And then one day I thought, wait, Nike was a Greek god. They were successful with their shoe and apparel line. Why don't we name ourselves after a Greek god? Let's be Zeus. So then Amanda's like, I had a dog named Zeus. Shoot, I like it.
Daystorm actually came up with the name Zeus. We were strategizing and talking about different names.
So then became the Zeus Network. In our operating agreement, Lemmy's job was to put up the money for the first round of content, which he'd get back soon as we launched. Myself, Batch, and Amanda's job was to use our audience and our face and our likeness to blow up the company and give it a legitimate name. Lemmy's like, look guys, I'm a nobody, and you guys have the influence and celebrity to make this work. So that summer, we went hard as hell.
Zeus just came out today. You on this nigga, you gonna die. At what point did you hear me say Zeus, man?
When you looked at me and said Zeus?
Also to go out and find as many creators as possible so that we can have enough content to live on the platform when it launched. To drive the necessary traffic to the platform, the flagship shows would be Batch, Amanda, and I also agreed to put season 2 of Caught onto Zeus. Shit, I even called in a favor from Uncle Snoop to pop up in the series, and he looked out for me.
Let's tear us apart.
Strike 1. You've been watching too much Zeus, nephew.
And then we spoke to 25 other creators who are also friends of ours and told them we'll give them a free series on Zeus if they promote the app. Lemmy promised all of them that they would get a percentage of the subscriptions. They didn't get a dime. So approaching the launch of Zeus, Lemmy calls me up crying, talking about the whole network about to go under because I ran out of money. I physically went into the office that entire summer and edited 4 series for Zeus. Then I put up $135,000 of my own money, paying for Bad Escorts, Caught Season 2, and 4 other creative series. Now, bear in mind, contractually, we weren't supposed to put up any money. But Lemmy said, I'm gonna pay you back as soon as Zeus launches and we're profitable. Now, every show on Zeus has music in the background, but keep in mind, we had no more budget for music. So I called in another favor from my good friend Tommy Brown and Franks, and I said, yo, we need beats for Zeus. They done produced everything from Ariana Grande to Justin Bieber. Tommy gave us over 1,000 beats with a promise from Lemmy that they'd get paid back once Zeus was profitable. They never got paid. We understood that Zeus couldn't just be successful in social media, and we needed a partner in traditional media. So I talked to my boy Fonz, and he links me with Tiffany, who works at SAG-AFTRA. Zeus ended up signing a historic deal as the first social platform to partner with SAG-AFTRA. And because of this partnership, I was also able to get a lot of the creators and actors their SAG card because they had shows and series on Zeus. And Lemmy ended up stabbing.
So basically, like Destorm said, they all came together collaboratively, and this platform was supposed to be like a black Netflix for influencers. So as you can see now, Zeus Network is a completely different platform, and the only thing that it is spewing is negativity, hate, constant fights, constant backlash, and constant scrutiny online, which is the complete opposite of what Zeus was originally supposed to be. Lemmy is definitely a predator. He is one of those individuals that feels like they can use their money and power to get away with any and everything. And as you heard, Joseline Hernandez claims that he is paying people to either keep quiet or paying people to beat up people who are allegedly either trying to speak out or sue him. So Lemmy is using his money to basically have all the power he needs to keep his victims quiet. And y'all, we should truly not be surprised, because do y'all remember Christina from Bad Girls Club when they were starting off Baddies before they officially launched it on Zeus Network? They had a conversation episode, which is a show on Zeus that is owned by Ray J and Princess Love, I believe, and basically went on the show to discuss what went wrong with the original launch of Baddies, which is a relaunch of Bad Girls Club. So basically, they were discussing that matter, and Christina came out and said how Lemmy locked her in a room and would not let her out until she did what he wanted.
We were like being low-key, like controlled, manipulated by
not so Greek. And
Right.
I don't want to.
So, like I played, if you got one of your own executives to your network saying to someone, I felt bad for you, that's a problem. While you guys are getting drunk and having fun and just wanting to have a show, there's a person that's doing the harder work, and that person was me. And I finally feel the courage to speak about it because I was put into some situations that I didn't want to be in. I don't think no woman, no girl should be put in those positions, and I was put in them.
Do you
So
feel
he'd
like you were
keep everybody up.
manipulated? Do you
Oh,
feel like you were
absolutely.
controlled?
He kept everyone away from me in order to control me so that I couldn't hear anything from you. I can't hear anything from any executives. I can't hear anything from anyone. I can only hear what he's telling me.
I heard
Your
there was, like,
executives-
sexual things.
Your
like, if you don't
executive
do
should
this-
be talking you up like, this is a dope network, this is a dope dude, and he's thorough and he's solid. It wasn't that. It was, you're not going to talk to Christina. That's my girl. You're not going to look at her, get away from her. And that's called triangulation. It's a way to keep control of everyone in the room so that no one can get to you except for them.
So basically, these things have been talked about already, people. Lemmy has been exposed a long time ago for being a predator, for being abusive towards women and his staff. At the end of the day, let's be real, nobody who does things like this ever gets away with it. For example, his mentor, the Diddler, clearly did not get away with all his shenanigans. And a lot of people compare Lemmy Plummer to Diddy. They say that they have a lot of similarities, just certain mannerisms, certain things that they have done, their history with women, the crimes they have committed are very similar, okay? So as y'all know, Lemon Pepper Stepper decided to take to his IG Live to defend himself against Joseline Hernandez. Take a look.
$0 for Zeus to continue to pay someone, specifically Joseline, to operate and compete against us. False narratives or allegations to be made about me or the company without addressing them, and that's why I'm really speaking on this today. This is not new. This is a pattern of behavior. When things don't go her way, she goes on social media and starts this disparaging and defamation campaign.
Yeah, all right, VeggieTales. Anyways, so that is what Mr. CEO had to say about the situation. Do I believe Joseline Hernandez is lying? Absolutely not. There have been multiple cases where women have came out against Lemmy and then they simultaneously just disappear. Which makes me think about when Joseline said that Lemmy be paying people to keep quiet, okay? But anywho, comment down below how y'all feel about the situation. Do you feel like Joseline Hernandez will end up suing Lemmy? Do you feel like Lemmy might sue her back or take the steps to take this platform down that she is using for the surviving Zeus CEO documentary? Or do you think that any other women will come out from this platform? Comment down below how you feel. Thank you for watching Gossip Gems TV, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all.